Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a bind in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on. highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Got it! 47! Mike's 47! He just won! 47 Mike! 47 Mike! Mike 47! Rebound!
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And it's 3rd down. Come on, set. Turn it in. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. What? Twitch. Check 24. Check 24. Switch. Slam.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
57's the Mike.
Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
47's the Mike, boy, 47.
second down. Murray sets to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check three, check three, check three.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going into
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray running right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees, and then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. On 2nd down, it's Kelly. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught by Kelly. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Murray. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going with a screen for Murray. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. The Sanders has got it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And this is Cook with a grab. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
57. I got you. I got you.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Murray. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The tackle made by Campbell. A gain of 1 yard on
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds Daniels. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. On the delay, it's Kelly. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, that's not new. Joker. Bang, 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 bang.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Allen's throw is complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 3.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 2.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Murray. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tight down. There you go.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got Smith here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Bring it.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go with Murray again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Murray. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He got 29 yards that time. He looked to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Saints, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.